This segment is sponsored by GBMC Healthcare.
April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Well, GBMC hosts virtual events to support victims and raise awareness of this serious issue. Well, joining us is registered nurse Clary, Clinical Program Manager for GBMC's SAFE program. All right, thanks so much for joining us again. Now, tell our viewers, how do you define sexual assault and how does it differ from sexual harassment and sexual violence?
So sexual assault and sexual harassment are both forms of sexual violence. So typically with sexual harassment, you're thinking more of unwanted or unsolicited comments that are sexual in nature that make people feel uncomfortable, whether in a public setting or in a workplace environment. Whereas sexual assault, we really refer to when it comes to unwanted touching that's sexual in nature without the explicit consent of the person on the receiving end.
Okay, now can you outline some red flags that might indicate that someone may have been a victim of a sexual assault?
So there are a lot of different things to look for. What we typically see as far as patients who come in who have had been sexually assaulted is depression and sadness. And if you notice that, for example, your child is starting to withdraw from things that they'd previously enjoyed doing, if you notice that they're starting to engage in risk-taking behaviors like drugs and alcohol use, definitely a time that you maybe want to engage in a conversation and ask that person if everything is okay.
Now, have you seen an increase in the number of victims during the pandemic?
Yes, we have. We were actually really surprised because we thought with everyone being stuck at home, we weren't going to see as many patients. And that was true in the very beginning. But we actually saw more patients last year than we had in any previous years.
Wow. All right. Now, you guys are having an event, right? Talk to us about this year's Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event and how important is the community involvement with your program?
So we are having our annual Walk a Mile in Their Shoes event, which is our fundraising and awareness event for the community. What it is we ask people to go to our Walk a Mile website, sign up. You can sign up by yourself. You can sign up with friends and family, and basically just get out there in your community and walk and log in your miles in support of those who have been victims of sexual violence or domestic violence. We use this awareness event again to just spread the word that this program is here for victims within the community, as well as raising funds so that we can continue to provide all of these services and everything else that goes along with it free of charge for any patient that comes in seeking care.
Okay, awesome work that you guys are doing. We have the information where people can find out more available. We just showed it on our screen. We will also post this on our website. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.